Good morning, good morning. Yes, this is Third Journey, and today is the first day of summer 2019. So it is June 21st, 2019, and it is about 8:43 a.m. Yeah, I've been up now since 7 o'clock, and today I'm going to do an enema, a cleansing enema, a coffee enema at that. And I wanted to just share with you the process and how I prepare. So let me show you what I've done so far. Okay, I have to toggle this. Okay, so what you see here, this glass here is filled with water, and I put in activated charcoal in it. Okay, let me show you what the activated charcoal looks like. Okay, hope if the light can show it. Where should the light? I want to so you can see. Oh, you know what's happening. Okay, because the light. Okay, yeah, I was just trying to maneuver so that the light would shine on the label. Okay, so this is activated charcoal. Okay, and it's a powder, an extremely fine grounded powder of activated charcoal. Okay, there's all my herbs here, and I put it in 2 cups or 16 ounces of water. I also put in a pinch of black sea salt. Yes, black sea salt. And then I just stir it up. Okay, like that. And then I also added to it, move it around a little bit. Okay, this is concentrate trace mineral drops. Okay. And it looks like water actually. I used that, and I just put about 5 drops of this into this glass of water. Okay, and this one, it also is 15 ounces or 2 cups of filtered water, and this is my water filter here. Okay, I got this a couple of months ago. Yeah, it's smaller than my original one, but I like it because it's stainless steel. At least that's what they say, it's stainless steel. And it's attached to, sorry, it's a little glitch here. And it's attached to the faucet. It's real easy. See, that's the head of the faucet. And this is the knob that you turn. You turn it up, and then you turn on the faucet. Always use cold water. And then it comes out of this spout here. And then to turn it off from using the filter, you turn this downward like that. Okay, so the water comes out of this now. Okay, so I'll leave that down. So while I set this drink up, see, I'm going to drink, I'm going to drink this one first, just to hydrate me. Oh, I also added the black sea salt in here too. See, with this enema cleanse I'm going to do, this coffee enema cleanse, I want to first be hydrated. Okay, so I want to get the, make sure I have minerals to my body, and and the salt. So what the salt doesn't have, the trace minerals. And it's just to add more minerals to my body, because when you do the enema cleanse, you're going to lose stuff, from your body, from the enema. And this is my enema bag. It's made out of, it's a non-allergenic, it's silicone. Everything's made out of silicone, the hose and everything. And then this is the nozzle that you insert in your anus. And before I use this, I have to rinse it out. I always rinse it out with water with hydrogen peroxide. Okay, My hydrogen peroxide is somewhere else right now. I have to get it. But I'll fill this up with the water and the hydrogen peroxide. So it goes through the tubing. So everything is always clean. And then I'm going to soak this also in hydrogen peroxide just to ensure cleanliness. Anything that's going inside your body has to be clean. Okay, so this is an enema, so everything that's in you, that toxin, is going to come out. Okay, and so yes, so I have to drink this first. Actually, I should be drinking it shortly, just to keep me hydrated. And I wanted to make sure that minerals get into my body, in my cells, because I don't want to cramp up after the procedure. I want it in my blood and in my muscles and everything. Okay. And then here, okay, this is a quart of water, and I put in this coffee, ground up coffee. Okay. Yeah, but it's just a pot of coffee, and then I have to strain it, and I have to use I have to use some other strainer. I lost the one that I usually use, but I'll get like a regular strainer and lace it with paper and do it that way. Just I don't want any grounds to get into the enema bag, because what could happen, you can get caught up in the holes. Like this is one of the joints, the on and off switch. Oh, I can't, this is the part I really want to find. See, any coffee grounds get in here, it can block this. So the procedure of getting the enema is going to be hampered. You don't want any blockage in there to clog this up, so the procedure, won't go smoothly. Okay. So this has to steep for, I would say, another half an hour. I just put it in the maybe 3 minutes ago. I'm going to set my timer now. I'm going to do it for a half an hour. And why that? Turn it on. And why that is because it has to cool down, this pot of coffee. And it's organic coffee. Let me show you my coffee bag. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I know it is. Okay. This is my coffee bag. As you see, it's organic, fair trade, blonde blend coffee. And that just means that it's not roasted much. Okay. So blonde means that it's not put through a high roasting. While the black beans, they roast it longer. That's why the color is what it is. Okay. So the more unroasted it is, the more potent the components of it. Okay, so that's why I use that. And again, these are whole beans, and I grind it up in a electric blender, and I keep the extra one here. I just made like this one right here. Okay, the one in the middle. This is a container that you use for blending, and once it's done, you put on this cap that you see on there, so you can pour out the contents. And I just use a half a teaspoon, because I'm generally not a coffee. Let me turn the camera. Yeah, so I'm generally not a coffee drinker, and so I would say that my sensitivity to caffeine is going to be it's going to be excessive. I'm going to be more reactive than some maybe who has caffeine all the time. Okay, and the reason why I'm doing the coffee enema, I do this, well, I learned that doing coffee enemas is therapeutic. When I first heard of it years ago, I thought, wow, these are some crazy people in Hollywood. But what they failed to really discuss with the coffee enema, see, coffee has caffeine. And when you use it as an enema, when the coffee gets into your colon, the caffeine stimulates the liver. Because again, the GI tract is extremely long, and it has blood vessels, capillaries that are attached to the liver. And the liver is a detoxer. It takes chemicals. But because the liver stores a lot of toxins, you want to release those toxins. And with me, I want to eliminate any heavy metals, because I do have metal fillings in my mouth. What they call I think called amalgam. It's the filling, the silver, mercury fillings, and I do want to get those removed. So with the fillings, if they start to break down, the mercury in the filling can leach and get into your bloodstream and then get stored in the liver. So I want all those toxins removed from my body. And so again, the caffeine that goes up into the GI tract via the rectum will get to the blood vessels that from the liver. The caffeine will stimulate that area, and it will stimulate the liver to release the toxins, and it would get into the bloodstream, and then from the bloodstream you want to take the clays. It's going to dump it. What's in the blood is eventually going to be dumped, and you want to take the clays. Let me show you this again. The activated charcoal is going to, once it gets to the GI tract, this clay is going to absorb any of the toxins. And again, since the activated charcoal will absorb the toxins such as heavy metals and other chemical toxins, the toxins from foods I eat that may have been sprayed, any chemicals that potentially toxic over time, this activated charcoal will grab hold onto it, okay, and then it's eventually exposed from the body. Okay, so I'm going to take this drink first. It also, I almost forgot what it has. It has black walnut. Let me get that also, that bottle. Okay. I'm using this also. This is black walnut extract. I got it from a health food store. And this is also a detoxing agent. I used about 5 drops of this, and I added into this water here. Okay, to detox. And also with that, I'm taking spinner capsules. Okay, spinner also is a detox. It's systemic. It's in tablet form. Let me show you that. Okay. So 3 of these tablets, folks, I'll get that later. 3 of those tablets are the senna herbs. Senna is an herb from a plant, the little pods. I do have whole senna pods. Let me just pick up what I just dropped on the floor. Let me get that. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me show what whole center parts look like. Here. See that there? These are what whole center parts look like. So I'm not using this. I use this when I'm making a tea. And in this case, because I'm just gonna do it orally through the capsules. It's may not be as strong, but it's just it's just an alternative. If I don't have this center part tea made, then I just use these supplements I can just swallow. Okay. So what else? So I have to fix my area where I'm going to do the enema. I'm just preparing here in the kitchen just to get the supplements, the cleansers and stuff like that, and to just make sure I have everything that I need. And I clean the enema bag and the tubing. And what else? And then I have to do the area. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to put it on pause and then show you the area when it's complete. Okay? So give me a moment. What I'm showing you now is the coffee brew. Okay? It's been seeping there for maybe 40-50 minutes. And as you can see, it has coffee grounds in there. What I'm going to do, what I'm going to do next is to pour this coffee, this organic coffee grounds, into this filter. I used to have a very fine filter, but I have to use this one. See, it's inside the measuring cup, and I have it lined with tissue. This is the best I can find right now, so I'm just going to pour the contents in here quickly. Okay. To be really careful with this. Oops. Pot, I don't want to lose any of the coffee. So let me see any other methods. I use a measuring cup and just scoop it up. So I see some that's running in there. Yeah, as you see, you can tell I'm not a coffee drinker. I would have used coffee filters, but I don't have. So I'll try to be very careful. Yeah, but those are big. I'm just seeing that these coffee grounds are really larger than I thought. So I just pour it in quickly. That's all, like that. Okay, that would do. Voila. So there's no coffee grounds in there. Yay! So I want this to cool a little faster. Okay, wow, it's pretty good. It's a nice, it's cooled some. It's just about ready actually. And then there's a second component of my cleanser, my first day of summer cleanser. I'm going to do a bath. And what I did here, this is a large pot, and it has filtered water that had boiled. Okay, And then I'm going to add these contents into it. Okay, this is, this is eucalyptus leaf. Try to get in this. Yeah, this is eucalyptus, you can't pronounce it, eucalyptus leaves. I'm going to pour that in there. I'm just going to name the ingredients. This is dried rosemary. This is dried basil. I get all of my herbs from the same place. And this is linden leaf and flower. Hope you can see that. Okay. This is arnica flower. Avocado leaves. And this is achiote annatto. Okay, hope you can see that. The lighting here is poor. Okay, so these are some of the herbs, and I'm going to add like a tablespoon of these dried herbs into the water to steep. Okay, so once that's done, steeping, I'll let it steep for maybe a half an hour or so, and then I'm going to pour this in the bath. I'm going to take a bath after I do my coffee enema, and these herbs are to detox the body, okay, through the skin. Okay, so that's it for this clip, and as I'm about to show you what I'm going to do, oh, you know what I can do? Yeah, because the tea here, I'm sorry, the coffee here is just about done, and I don't want it too cold, you know, so I have to hurry. So this is the enema bag, and what I'm going to do now is to release what's inside the bag is distilled water, filtered water with hydrogen peroxide in it to cleanse the bag. And then this is the hose. The hose, the part that you insert, is also in a solution of water, filtered water and hydrogen peroxide. Everything that's going to go inside of you better be clean. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this nozzle here is the on and off switch. So I'm going to drain the contents that's in this bag through this nozzle here. So let me release it. So it opens up, and it's going to come out with force. You're going to hear the water releasing. You see? And so the bag is releasing. Yeah, this procedure really does take time. And as you see, the bag is getting lower and lower. And again, you don't want anything to clog the tubing. So you're going down, down, down.
And this is the first time that I'll be using this nozzle. And to insert this nozzle, okay, it's just about done. See that? The contents of the bag drained out. Okay. And so you see little air bubbles. Just trying to make sure everything's out. So what I'm going to do here, just make sure all the contents, so I'm just lifting up in the air. See, I'm lifting it up in the air, the tubing, and still trying to keep it without touching anything else. So it's a clean bag. The next thing I'll do is I put the lock back on, and you can tell that it's locked. Let me show that. Because it's in a perpendicular, so you just think of this as like a barrier, and then when it's in the parallel position, then you know it's open and fluids could release. Okay, so I'm going to put on lock. Leave the tubing until you're ready to use it in the solution of the water, the filtered water with the hydrogen peroxide. And then I take this coffee with no grounds in it, and I'm going to pour it in the bag. I have to be really careful. I want you to see me pour it in there. And this is a very important step. Okay, so that's done. So this is what the bag looks like. It's filled, and again, it's in the locked position. Now I'm going to take this Enema bag and I'm going to set it up. Okay, I'm going to use this knob here. You know, you just hang it up on a knob, doorknob. Okay, to be really careful. Okay. So just like that. Sorry, the lighting is here, it's not good, but it's just on a doorknob. And I'm going to close the door so it could lengthen. Okay. And then this is also what I'm going to be using. This is coconut oil. It's organic, and I'm going to use that as a lubricator for the applicator that I'm going to insert in my anus. This is a flannel cloth, and this flannel cloth will be used with the castor oil. I'm going to make a castor oil pack. So the castor oil is going to be put on this cloth, this flannel cloth, and it's going to be applied on my abdomen. Okay, and my area, okay, I have a nice candle going. This candle I'm going to have right next to me when I'm actually doing the enema, but it's in the bathroom right now because I have pets and I don't want the pets to get to it. Also, in the sink, once the, let me turn this light. Once the enema is complete and I'll be expelling it in the toilet, the cleanup. So this is a sink full of water with hydrogen peroxide in it because I'm going to soak the applicator to cleanse it. And I'm going to again clean inside the enema bag because every use, before use and after use, you clean it. Okay, so that's being prepped. Okay. And so what you see here, that's my little dog. I'm sorry. See, yeah, they want to get in the act. Let me turn on this light, you can see better. Okay. This area here is going to be the area we're going to do the enema. I have here, okay, back up. I have the heating bag, the heating pad, and it's in a plastic cover because I don't want the castor oil to get on the cloth of the heating pad. Okay? Yeah, because it'd be a real mess. Yeah. And then I have here, I'm going to have this cloth. This is actually a shower curtain that I've never used before. And this is going to go on top of this cloth here. Okay? Because when you get up, you may have an accident. And then I'm going to have, while I'm lying down, because I'm going to be lying down on my side. And so this is a blanket that's going to go on top of me. And I have this here for like a neck rest. Okay? Hey guys, this is Spirit Journey. I'm just about to do the coffee enema cleanse. And yeah, there's my little girl in the back. Yeah, I had to put my dogs in their crate while I'm doing this procedure because you don't want them to, because they will come over and investigate to see what you're doing. So that's what you hear in the background. And so let me also show you the setup because I remember some things I wanted to get and I gotta hurry because I don't want the enema, the coffee to get cold, that'd be bad. So let me show you a quick setup here. Okay, so this is I have a blanket, nice soft blanket, and on top of the blanket I have a clear shower curtain because when you get up you may have an accident. Okay, so it's to keep that clean. And I have the cleaned applicator on top of a paper plate. And I'm going to use this organic coconut oil on the applicator and around the anus, so the insertion is smooth. Okay, this is my heating pad. It's a nice one, has a fleece, and I use this because this is going to be resting on my belly, my abdomen, and so I don't want, because I'm going to use with this other thing here, my castor oil, and this is the fleece. The castor oil is going to be poured on top of this, and it's going to be applied on my abdomen and warmed up. So I'm going to warm my abdomen for maybe 5 minutes, and then I'm going to insert proceed with the enema. And this is my drink. This is the filtered water with the activated charcoal. I'm also going to take half of this now, and so by the time the coffee, the what do you call it, the caffeine gets in my system, it's going to be, the toxin is going to release from the liver and get into my bloodstream. So this will be in my bloodstream, the activated charcoal, to absorb some of the toxins. And there's some paper towels that you may need in case you need to get anything that you need to be wiped away. Little plastic bag for your rubbish. And there I have my beautiful candle. And this is going to be, placed underneath my neck, and so I can just relax. So that's what I'm going to do. And so let me begin. Take care, guys. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. It is now 12:14 p.m. in the afternoon, this beautiful, beautiful first day of summer 2019. Yes, I just finished doing my coffee enema, and I was cleaning up. And so I want to do this portion of the process as like a postscript and things that I needed to pay more attention to, problem solving during the process of doing the enema. One thing, definitely have a liner on top of the blanket, because if you move or reposition yourself, you will have some leakage. And also, I didn't have much cramping, but I did have some cramping. I guess the water is situating itself, and with the cramps or the contractions, you will have some leakage. So definitely have a large supply of paper towels, okay? Definitely. And you could actually set it up near your bottom where you're lying down. And so when you turn over, and if you have that leakage occur, you feel it when it's leaking. You just have your paper towels there, and definitely have a little garbage bag that you can put your soils away. You want to keep everything, the area, nice, neat, and clean and organized. Have everything next to you, because I noticed at times I had to kind of twist my body to turn over to get something. Have things readily at your fingertips, because sometimes if you move or twist too much, you will have leakage occur in your bottom, So definitely have that. What else here? And for cleanup, and I already showed you this, that the sink in the bathroom, have it filled up with water and put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, and I see that was extremely helpful, so that when you're through with the enema bag and the holes and the attachment, you just insert, you place the part that is inserted inside you in the solution, the water hydrogen peroxide solution, and you fill the enema bag with fresh, clean water. I ran out of hydrogen peroxide, but preferably pour a little hydrogen peroxide along with the water inside the enema bag, and let it go through, drain out of the hole, so everything is just flushing downward, okay? And then you hang it up and, put your enema bag, and then with the nozzle attached, away. What else? Have also what's called a spray bottle, and it's filled with rubbing alcohol. Definitely have that, because again, this whole process is a cleansing process. And when you, I did the enema lasted. I timed it once the solution from the enema bag with the coffee, warm coffee enema. Once that's emptied, then I start doing the timing. And the whole process for the contents of the enema bag to enter into the body is, it takes just a couple of minutes, maybe 3 minutes, or 3 to 5 minutes. And when you're ready to complete the whole process, and you go to the toilet, it's going to come out with some force. And so with that, you're going to have a little mess, if you know what I mean. It's going to spray inside the toilet, the waste product. And so after you're finished with the toilet, you also need paper towels, because you may have get some stuff on your legs and around the toilet bowl, the part that you sit on and around. So when you have the spray bottle with the rubbing alcohol, you spray around the seat and everything. Anywhere where you see some spillage or soil, you just spray around that area, and then you wipe with the paper towels. And then again, you have your garbage bag right next to you, and you just empty it in the garbage bag. And so when you're finished doing the cleanup, you just throw it out of the house, in the receptacle where you throw your garbage out. Just take everything out of the house. It's all symbolic. This whole process is all symbolic to remove the toxins in you, and then you want it far away from you. I also did some affirmations and saying that I love you and your cells. I love my cells, things like that. Positive affirmations about your body, different body parts and everything. And again, it's cherishing yourself, and it's part of the cleansing process. So what I want to do now, I'm going to take a shower just to rinse off, clean myself externally, and then I'm going to do my herbal bath to remove the toxins through my skins. So I have my herbal potion on the stove, and it's warm, and then I'm going to strain it and then pour it in the tub. Okay, so this is all for this section, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, bye bye. Hey guys, hi. Yeah, I just came out the shower. I shampooed everywhere, shampooed my hair, conditioned it. I left the conditioner in the hair, and I got out the knots, and now I'm going to get the bath ready, because now I'm going to soak in the herbs. And so let me see here how I can turn this over. Just a moment. Okay, this is the herbal brew, and too bad I don't have 3 hands, but what I'm going to do is take the strainer and the cup. I'm going to pour the cup into the strainer and then have it over the basin. Okay, so I'm going to do that and fill the bath. Also, I have my Epsom salt. I'm going to pour like a half a cup of Epsom salt. Epsom salt has minerals in it, so it helps relax me as well. And I'm also going to add to this baking soda, just regular baking soda that you can get in a store. And I'm going to put like a half a cup of this as well, and put it into the tub. Okay, and you have the tub as hot as you can get it. That's tolerable for you. Okay, and then in addition to that, this is, get the name, this is lemon essential oils. I'm going to just put a few drops in that, and then I'm ready to go. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now, and just chill out and watch one of my videos, me in Central Park, getting in tune to nature, and I'll let you know how it turns out, okay? Yay! So take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. This is Spirit Church. Yes. And external cleansing. I felt great. I had a ton of broccoli, 2 heads of broccoli.
Oh my God.
Gotten a whip of guacamole, too salty. But either way, I ate it all in Thanksgiving. I felt great. I gotta walk off that food. Oh, let me show my little gang here, my babies. Yes, the crew. That's Lily. And my little potato, Lila. Little can I used to take it. That, and you got quiet. Oh, let me see. So, yeah, this is what it looks like today.